For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll try it again. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Howard. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 7, Ohio State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Scott. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole.
It don't matter. I found that hole.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Pressure, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. The 40. Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's James. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He's going to go for a big one. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chin. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world.
And I like it. You're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push the football down the field. But come on, man. I mean, you've practiced the opening play for this game all week long. You've executed it in practice. Didn't look like that this week.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is...
He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Ibuka. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
14, Oregon, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Herbert. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Henderson. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
So the defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
And the completion gives him a... and keeps this drive moving.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Oregon 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Ball in the air, intercepted. Spins away from the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Makes the grab. It's Whittington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half.
Gonna let it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's going to take off. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Working the middle. It's complete. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Howard. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target, and as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested, with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming after it. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to him. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Got his man to the left. Touchdown, he got loose, it was all over. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Back to pass, it's Ewers. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Slippery slide. Find his way.
You'll go touchdown for touchdown. You wild.
Touchdown, Texas.
I like this
Yeah,
game.
and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Miller. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown time.
You gotta go wide receiver. I gotta go wide receiver. Bop, 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 nigga.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half,
Let me know what you want to do.
You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you
got a lot of running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score Alabama 24, Texas 14.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Texas, 21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Running with power. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback adapting. Throws for the tight end. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action. He fires to the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
To the air, it's Milroe. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to do.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score now about 31, Texas 21.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Touch pass on the run. Can anyone catch it? Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. After the misfire, it's second down. To the air, it's Ewers. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for an...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into their own